Ladies and gents, we go back to the ladies division. This is bout number 8. This is a UAR amateur bantamweight bout. First of all, in the blue corner, representing Kingdom Fight Team, please welcome Louise the Shadow Bennett. Alright then, ladies and gents, could you please welcome her opponent
Simone,
into
Abley
the red corner,
TFT.
representing TFT MMA. Please welcome Simone Abley.
With my griddle of justice, I bash the enemy in the head, or I burn them like so. I am the pencil head. We raise crime. Generation. Right.
Big box for entering the front row.
Big pop here as well for Abley, her own show. First time competing in MMA, I believe, in the Northeast, but she is a 7-time Taekwondo national champion.
Yes.
You know what you're going to get with Abley. It's very much now, I think, a case of her opponent studying her, in working out whether they can close the distance and get that wrestling in.
Yeah, it's how to close the distance as well. Like you can't just rush in. So it's like you can't stand at range. You've got to carry your stance with you, fade, have counters prepared, and be very, very aware because the kicks can come in at all kinds of different angles. Like everything's a target. A lot of your defenses can open you up to other things. That is the thing with these kind of like traditional martial arts styles. Hook kicks, spinning kicks, wheel kicks. It's just, there's a lot to deal with.
I think we're seeing this one more often now as well. Sorry, we'll let Nathan get the introductions out of the way.
This evening's card. This is a UAR amateur bantamweight bout. Introducing you fighters, first of all, in the blue corner. She's aged 26. She stands at 5'4" tall. She has a mixed martial art record of 1 win, no losses and no draws. She's from Peterborough, representing Kingdom Fight Team. She weighed in at 61 kilograms, dead on. Please welcome Louise the Shadow Bennett. Facing her across the cage, it is her opponent in the red corner. She's aged 22. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. She has a mixed martial art record of 1 win, 1 loss and no draws. She's from Spennymoor, representing TFT MMA. She weighed in at 61.3 kilograms. Please welcome Simone Abley. We schedule 3 3-minute rounds announce your referee, Paul Crosley. The action's about to begin.
Right. You can hear Bennett's corner shouting, pressure, 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 straight away. So, no mystery what the game plan is there.
And here we go, we're underway. Both women fought on the same card actually back in March, so they would have seen each other perform so far. And it is pressure, pressure, pressure straight away from Bennett here coming forward.
Straight away. Simone's doing a good job of moving side to side. Like, I mean, traditional like point fighting styles, the linear movement, the forward and backward movement is usually very good, but the side-to-side movement's not there as much. But she's been training at TFT for a long time. The side-to-side movement seems to be very good at the minute. Doing a good job of keeping her back.
She looks to take the back here. Bennett, look for the takedown, Simone.
And so the commentator's curse, it looked like she was doing a good job of keeping her back off the fence. But she did do an excellent job of not getting pressed up against the fence herself, almost getting a reverse, and now she's got her own double underhooks. Now let's see what the grappling of the Taekwondo champion is like. See if she starts looking for takedowns or just starts looking to do damage in these positions.
I believe that's what a lot of the work has been focused on, of course, coming into TFT as an accomplished striker. It was the chain wrestling, it was the grappling that she was working on. Be interesting to see, of course, when she dropped the first loss in her debut. The Manchester top team lady whose name, forgive me, has just left my mind, but it was very much, she came into that fight knowing Abley was a striker, took the fight straight against the fence and took it down. Good pressure from Bennett here. Yeah,
firing good shots, but it's just backed herself off a little bit. I think she should have tried to stay it in. She could have just fell into a clinch off those shots. Trying her own spin. Abley seems to just started looking to be a bit more offensive now, looking for her openings. Good defensive left kick on the back foot. That's been a theme of tonight. The last 3 fights have had someone who's excellent at doing that in them. But I feel like the technique of Abley's left kick will be a bit more refined. Like, did you see there how she managed to chain it together off the inside low kick, straight to the body kick, and then she fired a right kick? It's these kicks in combinations. It's very rare that you see these in MMA.
Finger out of the glove there.
Bennett's having a lot of trouble with these.
Pausing action, but we're straight back into it. Bennett's remaining very calm when these kicks come forward. She's covering up. Ooh, lovely kick from
beautiful left, spinning kick to the liver. That was incredible. The timing on that was spectacular. And then she's firing kicks in combination.
Bennett just a little bit over eager with that strike coming in, and she got caught, made to pay for it.
Yeah, that spinning kick was spectacular. Like, she managed, like, it made me like scramble my words. The timing on that was perfect.
What a fantastic opening round from these two women. Early in the round, I think, was certainly in the favour of Bennett when she was pushing forward and getting that pressure, but I think Simone definitely grew into that. Yeah,
Simone secured that round, definitely. She had some good flurries at the end. It's hard to tell how much that turning kick hurt her. Like, she seemed to need a second to collect herself after she got back up. We're not quite sure if it was just a timing thing and she got knocked off balance, but it was a good kick. Like a very solid moment in the round. And then Abley managed to get a flurry afterwards where she managed to land an axe kick, an inside kick. It's just very hard to deal with. I feel like Bennett's corner will have tried to reiterate the message of pressure, pressure, pressure.
And she comes straight out, take the centre of the cage, Louise Bennett.
Good hand flurries there. She's foot faking a little bit more. She is just, whenever Simone is southpaw, Bennett seems to be letting Simone out to her left a little bit too much. Like, she could just do with some smaller steps with the left foot to the left. But again, it is a bit hard to do. It's almost overwhelming.
I feel Bennett's finding her success as well here, when not rushing in necessarily, but when she's coming in with them punches and bunches to instantly close the distance, not giving Simone enough time to get the leg up and get the kick out. I feel like that's where Louise is really benefiting in this fight.
Yeah, definitely. But Simone has managed to counter. So Bennett managed to throw these punches and get her own double underhooks, and then Simone has managed to reverse the position. They're just jockeying on the fence right now. Beautiful knee by Bennett there, and then Simone returns with 2. Simone looking to separate from the clinch a bit now. Look, she tried to establish a frame with a left hand, but it didn't quite work.
Looking for a drop there, Louise Bennett, but not quite finding it. 2 break, and back striking. Halfway through the round here.
Bennett's following her a little bit. She needs to try and cut her off a little bit more. Very nice kick catch, and she's worked her way in.
Bennett's doing a good job of keeping the pressure on Abley here as well. In this round, she seems to be very focused on tying up that leg. But even when they're in close and they're in them clinches, Bennett finding a lot of success with little shots on the inside.
Very good takedown defense from Simone. I feel like the hip dexterity and the leg dexterity from the Taekwondo will translate into like takedown defense. And once she's got all those extra rounds of wrestling in and all this training at TFT, like just there, look at the balance on that standing foot. Like, a lot of fighters would have gone down far sooner at that single leg. Bennett doing a good job of circling to the back.
Great job to take the back there.
It's a good double attack there. If you can threaten the front headlock, if they try and defend the choke, you've got the back. If they don't try and defend the choke, you've got the choke.
Bennett got 1 hook in here. 30 seconds.
Bennett's going to have to really work hard to get some damage off. Try and open up the neck.
Only takes a second or 2 to get that choke in, and once it's on, it's only a couple of seconds after that and you can see the tap. These are some great strikes here from Louise Bennett. She's systematically working here. She's not rushing her work either. She's staying composed. 10 seconds to go. Strong finish to the round for Louise Bennett.
I feel like fatigue is setting in a little bit for Simone. It's a very high energy style, that Taekwondo style, the bounce in the feet, the kicks. And I feel like Bennett's just her steady pressure and her accelerating throughout the fight are really working in her favour. It's definitely 1 round apiece at this point. It's all to play for in the third.
Both women have been very impressive no matter what position we're in. We're getting work, we're getting constant. I know before, ref a couple of times I had to stand the action up and ask for more action. Certainly not happening in this fight.
Oh no. You can just tell the game plan by the way that the Kingdom Fitness Corner is gesturing. He was gesturing level changes, he was gesturing a high guard, he was gesturing pressure. Very animated in the corner. Straight away. Attempted a sort of lateral drop, sacrifice throw, and Simone ends up on top. Now let's see the ground game of Simone, because this is she's got a very good underhook established, and she's landing her shots. Now Bennett has managed to re-establish her underhook, and Simone seems to be threatening some kind of choke, and they're in a front headlock.
Bennett doing well to get her legs out there as well. Simone Abley looking for a guillotine.
Manages to use it to sweep. Beautiful technique.
Bounce back to its feet. Lovely shot
arm drag in the left hand. That was beautiful. But did you see the difference in the last rounders to this round? When Bennett had that front headlock attack, when Abley started defending it, Bennett spun around to the back and could secure top position. Whereas Abley went a bit all in on the choke, and then like she lost her position off it.
That can gas her arms as well if you're putting everything into a choke, especially in this third round when fatigue's setting in anyway.
Beautiful side kick still. Like, those kicks will always be there, and it only takes 1.
Some show of stamina from Louise Bennett here to keep coming forward and keep
caught the kick. Beautiful.
Lovely takedown.
Absolutely beautiful takedown, and she's getting to this back position again. I feel like if the last round was anything to go by, she's more of a get the wrist and put.
Fisher screaming at Abley to get it. Oh, that looks deep. That looks under the neck.
That's over.
And it's over.
Beautiful rear naked choke.
Louise Bennett gets it done.
And then starts talking to Fisher straight away.
What a fantastic fight that was.
Very good finish. Excellent. Like just that steady pressure, that accelerating through the round. Not rushing early on. Just letting the fatigue set in, building off the work she's been doing, and then working to the finish. Excellent work.
What a fantastic fight that was. And look, certainly no shame in Abley's performance at all there. You can see the improvements fight to fight.
In the blue corner, Louise Bennett.
Spectacular fight. High level from both wings.